Hey there, friends. Fritz here. And I've got this API that serves JSON that looks like this format to serve some contacts using .NET 6 and ASP.NET Core. How do I turn this into a strongly typed object that I can interact with and serve and present to my viewers without them navigating to a contacts.json file? How do I tune and improve that? That's what we're going to take a look at in this video. First, I have this contacts.json file here. I want to move it around. I want to change it so that I'm not allowing folks to navigate and read this file directly. I want them to go to a contacts API. So let me go back over to my program here, and I'm going to turn off line 4. I'm going to comment that out with 2 slashes there so that we're not serving those static files. You can't navigate directly to it anymore. Now, I'm going to add an additional MapGet statement here that's going to allow me to open up that JSON file, read the contents, and present it. But I want those to be strongly typed contact objects. So let's define a contact first down here at the end. So I'll define a public class contact, and it has a initial property here called name. And I'm going to give another property called city. Okay. I'll save that. And we'll now introduce this ability to open up that contacts file, read in our contacts as contact objects like we've defined here, and serve those to the folks that are navigating to our contacts API. So I'll define another MapGet statements here. And this time, I'm going to allow you to navigate to /contacts. So MapGet /contacts says answer at this address /contacts and then do something. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to set up a little anonymous method. So I'll want to read in that file from disk, deserialize it, turn it back into its component contact objects, and then serve it as the results of this request out to the folks that are requesting it from the browser. Okay, so let's start off with our JSON serializer, and it doesn't, Visual Studio Code doesn't know what that is. See the little light bulb there? That's a hint that there's some help that the tools can give us here. I can either click on that or I can hit control period on my keyboard and add the using statement. And now we know what JSON serializer is. And I want to deserialize of a specific type. I want to return an IEnumerable, a collection of contact objects. And I need to pull that out of a file on disk. So I can deserialize from a stream. I can use the file open command to actually open that file and pass that along so that it gets deserialized as some contacts. So let's do that. File open read, and I will specify that we're going to read from www.root contacts JSON. There we go. Now I want to return that as the results of this MapGet method. So I can use the results helper to return all kinds of different formatted content here. I can specify the different HTTP status codes that I want to return. In this case, I want to return OK and an object. Well, that object that I want to return is my contacts. So I'll save that. And let's go run my application. There it is. The web server is started. Let's go over to Firefox, refresh, and take a look at that contacts location. Now, contacts.json doesn't have any content for us because we removed that use static files. It doesn't know how to serve static files again. But if I remove that .json, I get the contents of the file put on screen for me, and I can now interact with it from APIs, API interactions from a JavaScript application, an Angular application, a Blazor application, wherever it might be. All right, that was how easy it was to start reading from that file and hiding that content and interaction behind the scenes here and get things a little bit more interesting. In our next series of videos, we're going to introduce a repository object so we can use the repository pattern to inject into this API how we want to work with our content so that our API doesn't actually know where it's getting the file from. Look forward to seeing you on that next video.